Okay, in this video I will be reversing the door on my Samsung dryer that came with this house. To do this, I have a Phillips head screwdriver. I have a flathead that I don't use as a screwdriver, I just use it as a prying device. And I have an 8mm socket. The reason I'm doing this is because I find this door incredibly awkward when transferring clothes from the washing machine into the dryer. You have to either lean over the door or walk around the door. I'm not sure how the people who owned this house before lived with it like this for a couple of years, but it is driving me crazy. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove the 4 screws that are holding the hinge on the door. You have 2 options on this dryer, or maybe all Samsung dryers. You can use this 8mm socket like I do, and I just find it faster to get these things going. Or it also has a Phillips head screwdriver attachment that you can use to unscrew them. Once the 4 screws are off, it just lifts up and out, and the door comes off without much difficulty. You can see there's a screw on each hinge on the back that hold it in place. I have cardboard on the floor so that I don't scratch the face of the dryer, or if you have glass, you don't want to do that either. Now there are 2 cover plates that you need to remove and transfer over to where the hinges attach to the dryer. There's a small indentation that you can fit your flathead screwdriver in and pop these covers off. And then to install them, they just push right into place and click in. For transferring the dryer door catch, there's also a small cover plate. Again, use the flathead screwdriver, it just pops up. And then for this dryer door catch, you need to unscrew it with the Phillips head screwdriver. Once the door catch is out, it's very obvious how it goes back in. You just move it straight across and exchange the door catch cover. Now you can screw the door catch back in, and that'll complete all the work you need to do on the dryer itself, and we can move on to the door. Now on the door there are a total of 10 screws, 8 of which are the same and 2 of which are different. Those 2 that hold the door side of the catch on are actually a bit longer than everything else. But all other locations have 2 screws, and those are for the handles of the door as well as the hinges of the door. So I'll just throw it in fast motion here and unscrew the 10 screws in question. And like I said, these 2 screws are slightly longer, so don't get them confused with any of the other screws on the dryer door. Once all 10 screws are out, it doesn't just fall apart. You do need to pry it a little bit to separate the back and front of the door. As long as you've got all 10 screws out, or if you have more on your door, whatever that number is, as long as you get all the screws out, it will pop out. And now we're just going to transfer the door catch to the other side. And then transfer the hinges and handles and just swap them around. And you can see that everything's pretty much a mirror image. It just picks up, turns around, and seats into place. And there's 3 plastic posts that each item actually mounts onto, so it's very easy to do and super clear and obvious where everything needs to go. Once all the pieces are in place, you can now put the back of the door back on and get ready to screw everything together. The only other thing to do is there's a plastic cover that you can transfer over that's blocking the door catch, and you transfer it over to the hole that is created once you remove the door catch from the other side. And you do need to take some care to make sure that the back of the door is in place properly so that you're not pushing it down onto a piece of plastic it shouldn't be going down onto. And now it's time to put the 10 screws back in, keeping in mind that 2 of the screws were longer and those were for the door catch. I take a crisscross approach, kind of like mounting a tire onto a car. Rather than starting at one side and working around, I go bottom right, top left, top right, bottom left, and then the rest don't really matter. You could probably just go in a circular pattern and it won't really matter either, but I like to be consistent with how I put screws into things. And like I said, these two screws are the long ones, so don't get them mixed up with the short screws. Now when mounting the door, keep in mind there are two screws on the back and they slot into holes on the dryer and slide into place. Once the dryer door is properly mounted, you just take the 4 screws that you removed and install them back into the dryer. And again, you could either use the Phillips head screwdriver or an 8mm socket. And of course, once you have it on, you want to give it a couple test closes. I wouldn't recommend slamming it the first time you try to close it, just in case that door latch is misaligned. Just close it gently and you can kind of give it the slamming close later on after you ensure that it's properly functioning. And of course, once the door's back on, you want to turn it on, make sure that it's working properly, open the door, make sure it's still going to turn off and on properly. Overall, this took about 30 minutes, but it's going to save a lot of grief now that I don't have to lean over the dryer door to transfer clothes from the washing machine to the dryer. Anyway, thanks for checking out my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.